Welcome to Business Success Tips, where you learn to make more money in less time. Hope you have a lot more fun. I'm your host, Paul Sanneman. I'm founder of Contractor Staffing Source, where we help contractors build great teams. My co-host today is Kai. He's in training. We'll see how that works. And I asked him what he knows about insurance. He says, I'm a contractor, I know nothing about insurance, which figures. And then we have James Craven, who knows everything about insurance. And he's with Contractor Connection. I'm still trying to figure out what Contractor Connection does, so we're going to do this podcast to find out. So, James, what does Contractor Connection do?
So Contractor Connection is a third-party management company for insurance carriers. We help their homeowners with their losses. So essentially, the insurance carriers, and we work with roughly 50 to 60 insurance carriers throughout the continental United States. Our job, since that is our client, is to help their client. Their client is the homeowner. So if a homeowner has a loss, that loss could be anything from wind and hail damage to roof siding and gutters, high-end art restoration, temporary housing, pack-out, fire, smoke, flood, anything that you as a homeowner would report or need to have covered through your insurance, your homeowner's insurance. We have people in place, contractors in place to help those homeowners with those losses. So our job is to make those homeowners whole again, to make sure that to put them back to where they were pre-disaster.
Okay, so now being a conspiracy theorist kind of guy, I've heard of people that say, well, you can't get one of these carriers to use you unless you pay them off. And there's all these kind of rumors out there, which I don't think are true. But the question is, I'm a remodeling contractor. I've been in business for, 5 years or for whatever. I got a good reputation. I like to do insurance work, but I'm not exactly sure who to go to, how to go to. I've heard all kinds of theories. How can I proceed so I can get on the list of insurance so insurance carriers can use me to do repairs?
So that's what we're here for. Our whole job is to vet, qualify, credential good quality contractors throughout the continental United States to help insurance carriers with their losses, their homeowners with their losses. So that's what we do. We actually have a whole vetting process. It's a 6 to 8 week process designed specifically so that we can make sure you fit the standards of what the insurance carriers are looking for. We've got to make sure that that the contractors have obviously no felonies or things like that, bankruptcies in their background. I mean, we're sending these contractors to your mom's house, your daughter's house, your friend's house. So we got to make sure that there's no felonies or bankruptcies in their background. We vet to make sure that there's that they have an office space, a commercial location where your money stays in your neighborhoods. And then we make sure that there's no that they are familiar with insurance restoration work. So we ask them for field or desk adjuster references. We're looking for other references in the industry as well, and of course we're looking for things. We go as far as ask for financials. We request financials to see how efficiently and effectively the business is going to be run. We need that business to be around to make sure the homeowner's taken care of if there's any concerns in the future.
So one of my concerns, and Kai, have you ever considered it when you were a contractor? You ever considered doing insurance restoration?
No, I have not because of the paperwork. It was
right.
Always.
So I want you to take the contractor's point of view and say the reason I never even tried. I've heard a couple of things: paperwork, the estimate, the Xactimate isn't fair, blah blah blah. So Kai, give the contractor's point of view of why you decided never to even give it a shot.
Well, for us, or for me in particular, paperwork is always something that I fear as a contractor. And, I've always had somebody help me with it. I mean, I go to the doctor's office and I look at when they hand me those forms to fill out, I hand them straight to my wife. So that's something that I fear. So how do you help contractors through that process? I mean, I know they all have a team and you're working with high-level contractors, but in general, what makes you a little bit different? Do you help them through that process, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we obviously, as you mentioned, we use Xactimate and exact analysis, and so we are hoping that you come with us with some basic understanding of that. However, at our events, like our Restore event that we're having in Las Vegas this year, we'll have training programs where we teach you. We're not really teaching you how to do the paperwork so much as we're showing you what we need from you to be able to be efficient and effective in the process. Now, I will tell you, the program's not for everybody, in the sense that if you are a contractor that loves to swing a hammer, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have a lot of buddies that are roofers, and that's what they like to do. But if you're going to be a roofer and you want to be on our program, you will need a point of contact within your organization who is able to handle paperwork, because paperwork is a part of documentation and insurance. You're not going to get away from that. You have to be able to document in these industries, because, hey, some markets are different than others. You got Texas, where the documentation is little to none, and so is certifications and qualifications.
And then there's California.
And there you go. I was just fixing to say the extreme end of that is California, and then Florida fits in there a little bit as well. So we're here to help you with that, and we have people here that we are a worldwide organization. Within the parameters of that, we have people in place, even here in Jacksonville, Florida, who are here to help you. We have customer service departments that's designed to help the homeowner with questions on anything that they may have on their concerns. And then we have program coordinators. We have folks here that can answer all your questions and help you through the paperwork, with the goal of, with any paperwork, it's tough up front. Go ahead.
James, I have a question. So who's your, ideal, whether it's a roofer, tell me who your typical people that you like to sign up. What do they do? How big are they? What's their background? I want to sort of give an avatar for who you're looking for, so the people listening to this podcast say, oh, I fit that, or I don't fit that.
Sure, absolutely. So as far as what we're looking for in trades, we're always looking for roof, siding, and gutter. General contractors are a big thing throughout the continental United States. We're looking for, we've got a plumbing program, which we're expanding right now. We've got a temporary housing program that we're expanding right now. We have opportunities with, again, roof, siding, and gutter. Water mitigation is our bread and butter. We've done that from coast to coast, and within those trades, what we're looking for specifically is a business owner we'd like to see you with about 1 to 3 years time in business, minimum of 1, but we'd like to see 3 if you've got that. And we're looking for you to be in a commercial office, a commercial space. You're right at the cusp of really expanding and growing into insurance restoration work. So a successful business, we'd like for you to have a few trucks and some employees and the ability to grow, because that's ultimately what you're going to want to do.
Let me try. So I'm saying, if I'm a remodeling contractor, I've been in business 8 years. Let's say 8 years. I've got 9 employees. I do like $3 million. I got an office. I've got office staff. I've got, pick a number, 3 trucks. And I'm interested in, I do some roofing. I'm not a roofing specialist. I do a lot of remodels, but I do some water restoration is my favorite thing. But I'm interested in adding to my remodeling business this kind of work. Is that an option for me?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. And so again, depending on what state you're in and those certain qualifications in those states, absolutely. So, for example, in your case, as a remodeler who's looking to get into water mitigation, we absolutely encourage you to do that. Now, we will be looking for things like your IICRC certifications, your WRT certifications. We need to make sure you've got some trucks and some fans and some dehumidifiers, because we do that as an emergency service.
But for example, I could say, okay, I'm interested. You could tell me sort of what I need to add, what official licenses I need to get, what equipment I need to get. So if I want to say, I'm interested, I've been in business for 8 years, I do $3 million, I know this, but I don't have Xactimate, I don't have a bunch of dehumidifiers, but I'm willing to go there if you can tell me what and how to do that, because I could make it a profitable business, right? In addition to what I'm doing.
Sure. Now, I can help. I'll be more than happy to help any businesses that are interested in growing into that. But I will tell you, as part of what we do look for folks that are familiar with these things as well, that are kind of already doing that, because we're not really we don't really too much help with the business development aspect of that. But that's what I do as a recruiter. I can help you understand those things that you would need if you wanted to come on the program for those things, or whatever trade upgrades that you want to do, yes, we're here to help you understand that for sure.
Okay, so I could call you and say, look, I'm obviously going to have to get Xactimate because I'm using something else. I've been using Procore or something to do estimates. Well, I haven't used Xactimate. Have to get that software, have to learn how to use that, have to get whatever equipment I need to go into restoration. But you could at least give me the list and say, okay, if you're interested in doing this, here's a list of all the things you're going to need before we consider you.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. That's, as a matter of fact, that is what I'm here for. That's what I love to do. It's funny because I'll have some conversations with newer businesses that may not be a good fit right at that moment. And I tell them all, look, you're more than welcome to call me, use this information I send you as a guideline, as a list, almost as a checklist. And I put folks on this program. I'll get applications 3, 4, 5 years later from folks that I talked to, 2021, right. 2022.
Well, if you look at our customer, we've got 800 customers. About a third of those are tradespeople, a third of those are remodelers, a third of those are home builders. Home builders, not so much. That wouldn't work. But I would say if they're tradespeople, they own roofing companies, HVAC companies, that kind of thing, and maybe remodelers, and they've considered insurance restoration, but they've been a little shy then to show how it works and how the paperwork works. They don't know the administration. You would be a good person for them to find out whether it makes sense for them or not to make that move, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You're as a recruiter, that is exactly what I do. I make sure we're a good fit for each other, and I can walk you through all that. Absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game here, Kai. Go back 5 years and you were a contractor, 8 years, right? Okay, when you were a contractor. So I want you to talk to James a little about your business and ask him some questions if you were considering getting into restoration and roofing and that kind of stuff. So go for it. What would you ask him?
Hey James, how you doing?
Good.
If you've got a second,
absolutely.
I've got 3 trucks. I've got a business. We're doing remodeling specifically. We do a little repair here and there. I do have an HVAC guy. Is there anything that I need in particular? I have an office personnel, but is there anything that I need in particular to get into your insurance company? One,
and you physically have an office, right? You actually have a physical location, right?
I have a physical brick and mortar location. Yeah. My big question is it lucrative? Is it something that is going to help my business grow? Because I've reached a stage in my business where I really want to grow, and I was recommended to get into the insurance game. So can you tell me a little bit more about what I should do to move forward?
So as part of our insurance restoration program, a few things you will need is, as we talked, we definitely want to make sure your time in business, your office location, which we've covered. Now, as far as a remodeler, if you want to come on our program as a remodeler, fantastic. We have a roof siding and gutter program that's fantastic for you, and that will help you expand and grow there. If you're a general contractor in your market, that's even better, because as a general contractor, we can offer you more losses within your organization and your area as they come into us, because you're capable of handling more. Now, if you're interested in getting into water mitigation, I can help you with that as well. We can send you to the right sites and get you set up so that you understand the certifications involved. The IICRC, which is a phenomenal organization, their job is to really help you understand and know more about the industry on their side and the different aspects of that. And so as far as fans and equipment, we can help you understand that, but I would never on my end tell you, hey, go out and buy 100 fans and 10 dehumidifiers, because I'm just not in a situation to tell you how to run your business so much as I am to tell you and give you the information and the guidance on where to go and how to find those things.
So James, quick question. What's the difference in remodeler and a contractor? You have a general contractor's license. That qualifies you as a general contractor, right?
Yes. Now, and so again, I have to talk in generalization, because some states are different than others, as we said earlier. But what happens is, as a remodeler, most remodels are general contractors, depending on the market. But we refer to it more along the lines of, we call the trade as, we have certain trades. So general contractors itself, it would be a trade. Now that could be a remodeler, that could be a HVAC company, it could be anything, as long as they have a general contractor's license, which allows them to use subs and work within those parameters. And so as a remodeler or a general contractor in your market, you have the opportunity to do all of the trades with us, even the master trades, as long as you understand. And I'll give you those understandings on working with Xactimate and exact analysis within those trades. But even with your master trades, like your plumbing, your electric, your HVAC, those master trades, even water mitigation, temporary housing pack out, whatever it is that you do, we can help you expand that, but then we have to make it fit in within the parameters too. So, for example, if you say, well, James, I can sub out water mitigation as a general contractor. Well, you can, but with our program, it's an emergency service. So on our program, you would need to do that in-house, because it wouldn't make much sense for me to call you to call a sub when someone's house is filling up with water, when I would call a water mitigation company direct, send them out to do that work. And assuming that, not assuming, but
well, let's take roofing, because that's a little less urgent, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Roof siding and gutter. Yeah.
Okay.
So with, go ahead.
Right. Well, I have a roofing contractor. We're best buddies. He I call him at 10 at night, and he answers the phone. So I like to do roofing. My subcontractor is really good at. Is that something I could do in this model, or do they have to be a roofing contractor? That's all I do.
No, absolutely no. Well, you can be a general contractor who does roofing, or you can do roofing only. We have several organizations on our program right now that are roofing only trade. That's all they do. They don't want to do roof siding and gutter, which is a single trade in Xactimate, but they're strictly roofing. That's what they like to do. That's what they want to do. So yes, you can do that. Now, granted, that does limit you, because this is insurance restoration work. So what happens is, we don't when we see a roofing loss, it's generally part of a much larger loss, like a tree fell on the house.
Right, right, got it.
Right, or in the living room, which is where I need a GC and not a roofer. So that's where you get into that a little bit. But again, that's what I'm here for, to help you understand those things.
Okay, so if people want to go, I see a lot of people listening and saying, well, I've sort of avoided insurance mitigation. It sounds like a pain, but obviously it's good, steady work. It could be profitable. It could add to what I've already got the team. I've already got the trucks. I've already got the company. If I can add another division that works with insurance companies, that'd be great. So how do they get in touch with you, and where do they go from here if they're interested?
Well, so I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida, Contractor Connection. As one of the recruiters here, you can reach out to me at my email, which is james.craven at contractorconnection.com. Or please, you can call me right at my desk. My desk number is 904-513-7546. I'm always on the phone, so if I don't pick up right away, please leave me a message. I assure you, I follow up on every message left. And then we'll set a time to talk, and I'll be more than happy to walk you through the whole process.
Okay, so I would say if you're a general contractor, remodeler, or even a roofer, and you've avoided insurance mitigation because of the paperwork, but it's an opportunity because it's steady business, disasters happen, and, hurricane, everything, with the weather especially, is going to get worse, it's not getting better, if you believe, some of those people. So if you've been missing out, when a storm comes through your area and it wipes out the roofs and wipes out a bunch of stuff, and people don't use you because you're not affiliated with the insurance company, and you want to get in that game, I'd say give James a call. Thank you. I appreciate being here, James.
You're very welcome. Thank you. You gentlemen have a good day.
Thank you.
James, thank you.
Welcome.